Hello everyone, I'm Starburst. Welcome to my channel. Today's topic is to see if you two can reconcile as before. What caused your current situation? Today, as always, I have prepared 3 tarot cards for everyone, which are spread out in front of me from left to right. Seat number 1. Seat number 2. And our seat number 3. Alright, everyone, please relax and calm down. Next, think about the one you want to fall in love with. Then choose a set of pictures from the deck that you feel the most. You can write the initials of the person you're thinking about under your deck to strengthen your choice. Also, for the deck you've chosen, receive good luck. Okay, if you've decided, then we'll start with group 1. First of all, let's take a look at the card information of the number 1 set. Okay, I'll go find my number 1 deck. I think the friend who chose this set of cards. At first, he was quite emotional when he was involved in your relationship, but now he's becoming increasingly rational about your relationship. One reason this might happen is that it seems like there's a big challenge in your relationship. Then each other are not willing to push to each other. They both don't want to take the initiative to communicate more with each other, so they are both in a passive state, not wanting to express. Now, the deeper emotional exchange between the two of you in love has disappeared, and even some friends, you are in a state of separation. The current situation seems to be caused by your real-world circumstances. And the contradiction has led the two of you to start having doubts about this relationship under such circumstances. Or it seems like the other party isn't the partner you deem most suitable. Starts to consider whether to end a period. Although you prefer to maintain the relationship between the two of you, you're hoping the other person might make some changes and take some measures to ease the relationship. But the other person, his current thoughts tend to be more towards his current feelings. That is, he will feel that at this stage, both people seem to be in a relatively painful state of interaction. He might think it's better to let talk, After it's simply better to let go and start a new relationship. Because he feels that the current relationship between the two people has not much connection, and then some external issues cause the two people to be unable to achieve unity at both the emotional and real level. Even now, the two of you are still enduring each other, but it still makes the relationship between the two people more and more confusing. So your situation right now is indeed not very optimistic. Looking at the cards, although there's a certain probability of reconciliation between the two of you, this premise requires you to compromise more because their attitude is relatively. He already feels that some principled issues have arisen. This might be why they're reluctant to back down. So if you want the relationship between two people to have a turnaround right now, you might need to make more concessions to find solutions and also to listen more to the other person's some suggestions. But if two people want to reconcile, it's going to be tough because there are so many issues piled up between you two. There was even a time when neither of you knew what had happened, but this bad impression has always been in your mind. If you guys want to know more about this topic, have other doubts or encounter other problems in your emotional life, and want to know what to do next, you can come to Xingming Liao Liao. This is the message that the first card wants to convey to everyone. I hope this message can be of some help to everyone. Let's look at the second set of cards. Which one I didn't understand the card? This is all the information on the second card. Okay, that's our second deck. It feels like the main reason for your unhappiness is financial pressure, which might be making one of you focus too much on work, which leads to the current situation between the two of you. The chances of meeting are quite slim, and due to the high work pressure at this stage, it's causing a high tension state of mind. So from time to time, they will easily ignore the feelings of the people around them and create some conflict with the other party. Conflict because one of them will think that the feelings of two people need a certain material basis to support them. Otherwise, they are always in an unstable state, so one of you two values it very much. Material life, but the other party may hope more that the time to soar is used to manage both parties. It's a take it as it comes kind of mentality, so both of you have different views on this issue. These differing views have created a situation between you. Moreover, your attitudes towards this issue are quite different. So if you want to improve your current situation, to make things right, it's best if you could have a good talk and find a middle ground. Looking at it from the sea surface, there's a certain gap between you and the ideal economic situation of both parties. It's not something that can be achieved overnight, but at this stage, both people need to maintain their emotions. Moreover, one side is investing more energy in work. The situation in it will also cause us to gather less and leave more. The more you do it, the more the feelings will fade. So what both sides need to do is to give each other a little space, make some concessions, and find a way to get along better than this. It's about viewing the issue between two people from the side, and there's a greater likelihood of collaboration later. So everyone needs to tackle this issue and not escape too much. After you resolve this issue, the emotional life of both parties will be sweeter and happier. You're happy because the feelings between the two of you are rather deep. As long as neither of you abandons the other and you both move forward and strive in the same direction, the relationship between you two will become more stable. So put那很少去上班跟存在为啥是10% for my So for those who choose this deck of cards, there's no need to worry too much about each other's future. Believe that under your joint efforts, both of your lives will improve. Or if you encounter other problems in your emotional life and want to know what to do next, you can talk with Star Spangle. This is the message that the second deck wants to bring to everyone, and I hope the previous message was helpful. Finally, let's look at the number 3 card set. Which is something I saw get it. That's something I definitely thought definition of funny. I got the number 3 card set. I thought of the friend with this set of cards. In fact, you really love this object in your heart. He actually occupies a large position in your heart, and for this reason, it leads you to be more and more afraid of losing him and makes you more and more want to control him. You will have such a feeling. Your control is based on the type of control you don't want the other person to feel. On the surface, it seems like it seems like you have no control over them, like they can do whatever they want, and no matter what, you won't overly participate. Neither will overly care about the other, nor give them much space and freedom. But you are two-faced towards him. On the surface, you seem you seem to let him be free, but in reality, you have certain control over him. This kind of control is manifested in the way you keep observing the other person's daily state and movements. You want to know about their every action. Such behavior of yours is actually conducted in secret. So it's precisely because of this that your relationship has fallen into a very passive state. Because during the attendance, reference as soon as the other party felt relaxed and comfortable because of your behaviors. That is to say, it's very easy to get along with you. But when the other party vaguely felt some of your when he starts to notice that something is off with you, he will begin to doubt you. What about you? Because your secret observation will also allow you to discover some news and situations that you couldn't see before. You also start to have some complaints about the other person in your heart. That is, you will constantly feel that the other person deceives and hides from you, which will make you start to be dissatisfied with the other person in your subconscious. Even those things may not have a big impact, but your desire to control the other party in your heart will make you infinitely magnify the problem and make you more and more afraid of gains and losses, more and more uneasy. So under such circumstances, your attitude towards the other person will start to escalate and he can actually feel it. But he doesn't know why you suddenly turn cold on him. He often feels lost without reason. No matter what he does, it seems to make you feel that he is not suitable. You are the kind of person who doesn't want to say anything. You will bury everything in your heart. And your way of doing this is not very good for the other party. By saying it out, it will make the other person even more unaware of the state your relationship has reached. Even though it's just the two of you, the distance between you is growing. At this stage, the other person might feel that getting along with you is becoming more and more tiresome because you're always with them. Because you've always been moody and fussy with him, he feels that the relationship no longer has the feeling he initially wanted, making him want to leave. But you don't want the relationship to end because this kind of emotional fluctuation is because you like this person so much. So you have this desire to control. But this is exactly one of the reasons your relationship is deteriorating. So the current situation between you two is more about your problem, not his. His actions are also due to feeling increasingly puzzled by you and having some doubts. So if everyone wants to maintain this relationship well, no matter whether you are in a stage of separation or a stage of breakdown, you need to master the correct way to communicate with the other party. Because a lot of your conflicts and the reasons for arguments are because you don't have good communication. Good communication and the other party doesn't know your thoughts. So you have to feel like you're good to the other party and have a sense of security for him. But in reality, in your true heart, you actually don't have much security for him. The sense of trust is that you seem to lack a sense of security, which makes him feel that you're two-faced. So you need to eliminate these issues, show him the real you and control your behavior. Bring the relationship back to a balanced state and give each other enough trust. If there's anything else you want to know about this topic, or if you have any other problems in your emotional life and want to know what to do next, you can talk to the group. Rest assured, according to the information, I will provide you with more comprehensive and targeted information. That's all for today's topic. I hope today's content is helpful. Thank you for your support. See you in the next video. See you next time. Bye bye.